A whisper of steel guitar slides in, honey sweet, but then, bam, it pivots into something that sounds more like a secret handshake than a love song. That's the trick Exile pulled off, turning chart toppers into Trojan horses, hiding chaos under melodies that seem too smooth to be dangerous. Stay close, because if you lollygag for even a moment, you'll miss how 3 songs reshaped the band's story in ways nobody expected. Let's start with Kiss You All Over. Late 70s airwaves were stuffed with disco glitter and arena rock anthems, yet this track cut through it all with a sultry swagger that made radios blush. The verses smoldered, the chorus soared, and suddenly Exile went from a Kentucky bar band to international heartthrobs. Fans thought it was just a love song, but underneath was a clever experiment. How far could you push pop before it tilted into something primal? They weren't lollygagging around. They leaned into intimacy, and the world leaned right back. But reinvention was their real magic trick. Enter Woke Up in Love. By 1984, they'd left pop stardom in the rear view and landed squarely in Nashville. The lyrics painted morning light and romance, but the delivery carried the sharp polish of veterans who learned survival meant evolution. It wasn't just country. It was the sound of a band ripping off its own skin and walking proudly into a new genre. Every harmony was a wink saying, "See, we're not done yet." And country radio, it ate it up. Then came Give Me One More Chance. This wasn't begging in the alleyway. It was an anthem dressed as a plea. Tight rhythms, heartfelt vocals, and just enough grit to make you believe every word. The track hit #1 and solidified their second life as country hitmakers. It's the kind of song that made arenas sing back the chorus like a confession, proof that reinvention can be as dramatic as the debut itself. What's wild is that through all of it, the pop excess, the country dominance, the tours with Aerosmith and Fleetwood Mac, Exile carried themselves with the calm of people who knew chaos was just another tool. They juggled identities like carnival performers, turning potential collapse into fuel. Where others would have cracked, they thrived, spinning reinvention after reinvention until fans had no choice but to follow along. So the hidden chaos? It was baked into every chord, every lyric. Kiss You All Over seduced, Woke Up in Love reinvented, Give Me One More Chance redeemed. Together, they weren't just hits. They were the connection of a band surviving by refusing to stand still. And if you think that's neat and tidy, you're missing the point. Exile wasn't tidy. They were messy, they were bold, and they were never afraid to treat music like clay. Smash it, mold it, fire it back up into something unrecognizable. That's why decades later, the chaos still sounds alive.